Okay, today we're gonna do some pulls. I really want to get the dragon dude, and I've done a bunch of side quest stuff to get a lot of jade, and I've got the free tickets they give you for daily logins. And I did try to pull for him when I was doing a side quest one day, but I got Clara. So fuck, I lost the 50-50. But now he's guaranteed? I don't know. I really hope I pull him. Also, I accidentally started the next story mission. It was just a cutscene. I guess I didn't record. And it was basically the mom of Bronya telling her, I think, about the Stellaron, and the Stellaron talks to Bronya. And that's where the cutscene ends. And then it transported me up here, and now is the story here. Now, what I don't know what to do is to pull right now, or maybe a bit later. I think maybe a bit later. I'll wait. Just focus on the story right now.
Not interested. I need time, not money.
Serval, we came past here before.
This is basically gonna be the pulling stream because I also have a lot of what do you call that? The starter warp or normal banner tickets.
I remember the three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted. All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely?
I mean, she hasn't sold us out,
Good.
right?
That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. 𝐏𝐋𝐋𝐒 and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know 𝐏𝐋𝐋𝐒's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
Do you hate her?
Dislike? We were like sisters once. Inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the supreme guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Bronya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
We may as well cut to the chase and make a long story short.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Sure.
Perhaps I should do it. Or we'll still be here tomorrow.
Telling Serval about your time in the underworld and what you know about the Stellaron, showing her Bronya's letter.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Seele here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the Architects working in the Scientific Research Division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the Architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything. Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
How much do you know about the Stellaron?
I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
Do you know what 𝐏𝐶𝐋𝐿ea's end goal is?
𝐏𝐶𝐋𝐿ea... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation, and the real 𝐏𝐶𝐋𝐿ea has already vanished. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
Can we talk about Gepard?
Gepard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Branya's letter to his
But she
forehead,
said we could trust him.
he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first. Yes, I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before 𝐏𝐶𝐋𝐿ea takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Silvermane Guards?
Yes. That's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon
I
as
wonder if
you're
it'll
ready.
look the same as the one that's inside us. Just a big bowl. I want to pull right now. Do that.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today.
Well, let's talk to him.
Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him.
This place is huge. Where are we hiding?
Japard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
I mean, her skin color is pale, no?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
She's better than the Army's engineers.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she alright?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left
Really?
Klepoth Fort.
That's the place we chose to
The
hide?
Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
You can see us. This workshop is so huge, we picked something so obvious.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I
Goethe?
was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
Uh-oh.
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not. How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
He's the younger one, right?
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿e's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
Bye-bye.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool
What the hell?
for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Qlipoth Fort by ourselves?
Qlipoth.
Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿 may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against 𝐏𝐿, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Is Gepard going to the restricted zone?
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, 𝐏𝐿 will be out of options.
Ooh, I almost leveled up. Okay, I need to do a pull. I need to do one, man. Come on. The 10 warp. I can't tell when it's a 5-star, honestly. I know it has to do with the ticket, but I can't tell. It's not as obvious as like in Genshin to me. Also, we didn't get it, motherfucker. Got Asta. I think out of the 3 characters they have, the 4 stars, I would want March. And maybe the other one. I assume those 4 stars work well with the 5-star. I really want him, man. He looks cool to me. Alright, where are we
Bronya
going?
really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
Oh, they've jacked up security all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
Hey, guy.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Ha! Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Dude, we stick out like a sore thumb. We do not look like assistants.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Gepard's sister, it should be fine. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Gepard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Okay, so we don't gotta fight any of these guys? Hey, man.
I'm aware that there are those among
your helmet
you
looks
who
dumb.
see the reserve units as a vacation. Well, let me set one thing straight. You are gravely mistaken. This is the restricted zone. The fragmentum before you conceals monsters that watch your every move. Behind us, we have a band of conspirators that have infiltrated the city. The situation is critical. The lazy and undisciplined among you will lose your lives to the forces surrounding us.
Among Us.
As such, starting from today, we will be adding 200 bench presses and 30 extra minutes of one-arm planks to our daily drill. Is that clear? Yes, sir.
I like his armor except the helmet, honestly. It's not bad looking, but damn, that helmet ruins it.
Looks good.
See? That was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at Hell on Earth.
I see the big boy on the left. The architects follow the Clyfos. Do they believe in hell?
They do. The architects believe that Hell can exist on any world. A plight that will inevitably come to be without intervention. In the future, a terrible catastrophe will arrive. If, under Klapoth, the Preservation's guidance, we fail to construct a barrier, that catastrophe will sweep away the stars, plunging all worlds into Hell. That's the belief of the architects. But for us, Hell is an endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that Hell. Are you ready?
Yeah, we come this far.
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau.
What's a Landau? You're not gonna explain? What the hell does that mean?
Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
Well, I saw
never
one on the
would've
right.
guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests.
Oh, nice. The dialogue.
In our family,
Still plays
we have
here.
a strong military
Good.
tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot.
Damn it. It was almost perfect. Getting even more jade. Oh man, I have to get progress as much as I can so that way I could get more quests to get jade to pull before the banner goes away. Yeah, baby! 20 jade! What about that one? I mean, the only way is that gate, I guess. So maybe later on. Hey, fellas.
Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals.
Are the guards doing this intentionally?
I was just thinking that. We can't rule it out. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the Fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
That's terrible.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the Fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
Aren't you the maintenance people? What are you doing over here? You can't just go wherever you please in the restricted
But I gotta
zone.
pay us.
Get to work.
Bye. There's a lot of different ways. Hey man, why are you in the corner? Alright, you don't want to talk. I get it. Stressful day. Sure. I just need 25 more XP. Maybe Pom Pom gives me more jade at level 30.
That's it!
behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals.
Won't the guards get suspicious?
That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass.
Need a key.
Yo, evening soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
This is so off-putting.
Not yet.
Like, the
Everything looks normal
dude's
so far.
mic
I
is
think the
completely
problem is
different
stemming
compared to
from the
everything
energy
else.
hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub
I don't know.
without the
Like, it's
security
breaking my
captain's
immersion.
encryption.
Like, I could tell that's someone in the booth or something like that.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Ah, darn. This guy's not stupid.
Stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Alright, let's go talk to someone else. I forgot this is basically going back and forth. I haven't played this game in a while. Oh, this guy.
Hey, done! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're
Oh, wait,
still
no, this is
so-
different. At least he doesn't sound like the other guy. You look good. Whoa, he's got a
Allow me to
crush.
introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop.
We look-
Everyone, this
we
is
don't look like
Captain Dunn,
assistants.
an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Something smells weird.
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out?
Don't be hesitant in front of your dream girl.
Could you be any less discreet?
Nah, bro, we gotta be blunt.
Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
That was today.
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right?
Oh man, this guy's intelligent.
Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
To be honest, this guy's not that bad.
There goes the negotiation.
Like, he's trying to avoid a fight. He's just doing his job. Sorry for getting you involved in this.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Done. This concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day. You must understand.
We're gonna kill him?
My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Move carefully.
Oh, I don't want to hurt him. Right, I forgot I could ult whenever. Let's hit that one. Wow, he did. Alright, you're weak to ice, huh? You haven't locked on.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Let's go.
Time for an overhaul.
Enough fire. I guess normal to build up the mana thingy.
On my mark.
No.
The Silvermane guard.
Counter. Oh. Let's give it to him. Something tells me if I hit him, he'll just attack me back.
I have something for you.
Rules.
I wonder if he'll counter the ult. Does.
Try that again.
You won't get away.
He's broken.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control.
Alright, I haven't even leveled up Clara at all. Because she's the same element as the main character, so I have no idea if I should use her or not.
Tough luck running into me.
Let's make it quick.
Or if I switch her into another team, is it bad? I would have two people with the white element.
Serval? Why?
¿Por qué?
I'm sorry, Dun. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Yay, we didn't kill him. He's my favorite character.
Fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it. The encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
Oh, well, too late.
I think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy.
My life was short, but it was a life filled with blah blah blah.
You're not dead yet. How can you give up that easily?
We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Stellaron. Quick!
I
back
have
to
one
the
in me.
energy supply
I
hub.
could show you.
Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
If I'd known he had the encryption key from the start, I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda,
Hey,
woulda,
fellas.
Sela.
Oh shit! You landed your attack first.
I've no
Well,
interest in
oh, damn, you are so close. Going.
Let's go.
You won't get away.
Fighting is
Any of you guys weak to
the truth of life and death.
Yep.
Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision.
My turn.
Let's make it quick.
Actually, damn it, this was a waste. They're not weak to bat. Ooh, but that guy's almost dead.
You won't get away.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yeah, sure, just go forward.
What's that?
Ooh, he almost shot me point blank.
Fighting is meaningless.
So
Told you I
close.
could fight.
Let's do this.
Try hard. Watch this awesome move.
You won't get away.
This is our chance.
Noise. Hey, don't you walk away.
Told you
It's
I
always
could
so
fight.
close.
You won't get away.
Let's go.
Why are you guys just on the floor? What? Were you on your break?
I've no interest in
Perhaps you
None of them are weak to
still
fire,
know
but
you
fuck
can
it,
see its
AoE.
desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You won't get away.
Let's make it quick.
Fighting is meaningless.
Okay. One's gonna die.
It's but a vision.
You won't get away.
Tough luck running in.
Let's go.
Oh,
I
come
have
on.
something for you.
Oh well, it's not his turn. Yes. Oops. It's triangle in this
We're
game.
It's open.
Or Jade.
Looks good.
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive. Emergency fire evacuation system? Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs! Gear bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Okay.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yep.
Then what's our plan?
Well, either we reason with them or
Oh, I can't even attack him, huh?
There's a big guy up ahead.
there's no other way.
We can take him.
If we...
Move carefully.
Fire, ice, and whatever the hell that is. I guess you do normal. Might as well use the ult.
Rules are made to be broken.
Oh. Oh yeah, you summon the hands.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Oh come on! Oh he did die. Okay, pretty good.
Fighting is meaningless.
So everyone taunted except her. Let's do it to Himiko because she has the weakness.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
No
Oh, no
interest in
break? Damn.
conflict.
You're annoying. Try that again.
You won't get away.
The truth of life is sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Told you I could fight.
Okay, this should kill.
Rules are made to be broken.
Noise.
One step closer to the stars. Energy restored. System online. Certification enabled. Come on. 40%. 65%. 85%. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move.
Okay, what about the other ones? Oh, that's how we get there, huh?
Perfect. Okay. We need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem. Your brother may be there.
We kicked his ass before.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Are you sure you can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance, or less.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Serval. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
Before our next expedition, I need 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒 to teach me some negotiation skills.
I'm right here.
Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
He's got that giant shield cannon thing. They'd probably be able to beat you up. Turn... Where am I? Oh, I'm right there. Turn... clockwise? That's it. Okay, so they all do the same thing. They just move this thing. So what is heal? More jade. I can't get in there. Hey, fellas.
Serval. It really is you.
Surprise!
Wait, Japard, listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. And yet, step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them.
Oh.
Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone. Attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms. Hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Is Lando their last name? That's what that is?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the Fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame 𝐏𝐋𝐿? Why would you sneak into the restricted zone and create chaos?
Cause she's a bitch.
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is 𝐏𝐿 herself.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Japard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Stellaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Stellaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior
We want to
motives,
destroy it.
Serval. They want to steal this treasure from
Or
the
try.
Architects. The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy. That you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge. And that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe you think you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste on...
The forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. 𝐏𝐿 is afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge. That the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all.
He's mad.
I've said my piece.
She's
Whether you
mad.
believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
Happened to the brainwaves.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. In my capacity as captain, I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested. This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
The barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Gepard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations end in combat.
Yeah.
Move carefully.
Oh, whoa, they made the game slower. I can tuck off the fast forward button for me.
Go away!
Bop, 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 bop. None of them are weak to ice, really.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Gepard probably can't get status, I assume. Fire neither. Oh, this guy's only gonna be weak to me. Because I don't have whatever that purple or yellow thing is. Maybe burn? Nope. Oh.
No interest in conflict.
You won't get away.
Lockdown! Oh shit, I don't have enough mana for the status thing.
Running into me.
Welp. Gotta try to kill that guy.
Fighting is meaningless.
Someone get him!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant.
I guess
The
him.
sanctuary is but a vision.
In the name of preservation!
Try that again.
Okay, yeah, she's about to die, so he needs the shield.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Let's make it quick.
Rules are made to be
Whack you
broken.
super hard in the face.
You
God damn, that did a lot.
I have something for you.
I've no interest.
Svarog was harder than you.
Tough luck. Gotta try hard some. Watch this
How much would this
awesome
do?
move.
He's at 9. Only 3%. My skill did more. But I guess because March isn't really a heavy beater.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
He just won't go down.
He just did.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Gepard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
How about the brainwaves?
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Yeah, our goal is the same as yours. Serval's and Branya's. We just want to preserve this world. There's no reason to turn against each other.
You still haven't shown him the letter, right?
Gepard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me. Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Branya.
Lady Bronya?
Telling Gepard everything you know and showing him Branya's letter.
There's nothing more to say, Gepard. The decision is yours.
As a captain of the Silvermane Guards, I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian.
Final answer.
But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives.
Brainwave, that never came up, right?
For the Silvermane Guards, the Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you? I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you.
We'll be heroes.
If you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐻 that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of mercy.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Seele. You are a skilled
Oh
fighter.
yeah, they call her Seele. I
Your
forgot.
combat style is nothing like that of the guards.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us.
Neato. There we go, level 30. Oh, why are you just here? Oh, actually, a bunch of people are. What's this way? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a quest to raise the equilibrium, but let's keep doing the story. Probably by the time I finish the planet, then I'll do the equilibrium part. This feels like the end.
As soon as the restricted zone gate is open, the monsters on the other side will turn out in full force. The guards will do their best to stall them and buy you some time. Once you've broken through the front line, there's nothing more we can do for you. You'll have to find out for yourselves what lies within the northern Fragmentum. So, have you made up your minds?
We're ready.
Understood. Keep your weapons close. This will be a fierce fight. Guards, open the gate.
Open the gate.
Are you dealing with attacks like this every day?
It's a common occurrence. Guards, formation.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't owe the guards any favors when this is done.
For peace.
Here they come.
Love and peace.
Steel yourselves.
I still need to watch that that new Trigun anime. I never did. I remember it was so divided, the look of it, because Vash's design is so different compared to the OG, but people like it apparently.
You won't get away.
God, I forgot how good Himiko's skill is, or whatever that's called, that she does the follow-up. You're not weak to anyone. Ow.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Wow, that did a buck turn.
You won't get away.
Let's go.
How many of them are there?
Oh, this is the last wave.
Or the merrier. These guys are nothing. Hold the line. You won't get away.
Yeah, and then she just cleans up. Damn, that is so good.
I told you, Japard, the barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero.
This is only the first wave. They'll have reassembled soon. I have to.
Hey, Mr. Silvermane, listen to your sister. I can tell just by looking at you that you haven't fully recovered.
Outsiders. Seele, the second wave hasn't started yet. Make the most of this opportunity and make a break for it.
Huh? Serval, aren't you gonna look for the Stellaron with us?
My brother can't hold them back by himself. He wasted a lot of energy on us. He's my responsibility now. Besides, If I'm not here to help, I don't know what might happen in the next wave. I want to go with you. I do. I always wanted to catch a glimpse of the Stellaron with my own eyes, and now it's so close. But I can't abandon my brother and the other guards.
I mean, we have a camera.
I'm a Landau.
We could take a photo.
It's up to you now. I believe in you. You've given me new hope. Get hold of the Stellaron before 𝐏𝐿𝐼a realizes what's happening.
Charge!
Hey, March. Don't forget to take a picture of the Stellaron.
Oh, there we go.
Say no more! We're good at this, don't worry!
Oh, whoa, hey Miko.
Fragmentum activity is intensifying. Something's happening on Jarilo-VI. Shouldn't we go down there, 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒?
Have faith in them. Besides, this is his first trailblazing expedition. How will he be able to look back fondly without a few twists and turns? Are you bored, Welt? I understand. But we have lots of opportunities ahead of us. Let's leave the memories of this expedition for them.
So you think they'll be safe, right?
Yes. We haven't seen any Eon or Emanator level imaginary reactions. Relax.
I don't remember what Emanator is.
This is a young person's adventure. We shouldn't interfere. At most, we could offer a little off-site assistance.
Like a laser?
Is this the fragmentum Gepard was talking about?
Compared to this, the corrosion we saw in Backwater Pass pales into insignificance.
How can we pinpoint the Stellaron?
Serval said that the Stellaron was very likely hidden in the snow plains north of Belobog. If we want to get there, I'm afraid we'll have to find the exit to this fragmentum maze first.
Guys, does this place feel weird to you? It feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
This place makes my flesh crawl. Like there are insects under my skin.
We have no guide and no way of detecting the Stellaron. We'll just have to advance gradually and cautiously. Don't be disheartened. The stronger the fragmentum contamination, the closer we are to the source.
Okie dokie. Hey, man. Oh, I hate that enemy.
Look! Up ahead on the ground! What is that?
It's a chest.
Be careful.
We're deep inside the... Let's look for other clues.
Alright, alright, alright.
This is... Bronya's!
Oh, he's gone. Could she be here too?
Right. She must be. This can't be a coincidence.
Whoa! Quick, look! That's Bronya! Huh? Is that 𝐏𝐿𝐼a too?
No, it isn't them. It must be a kind of echo? Some type of residual energy replicated by the fragmentum.
Which means they were definitely here, right? And it looks like they went that way.
Just in time. We had no idea which direction to take. Let's go.
Snow globe. Am I gonna have to try to open this gate?
Mechanism.
Wait, wasn't there some big energy hub?
God damn it!
Like the
So
idea
much
of
back and forth.
interacting with our surroundings, especially this deep into the fragmentum.
So I need to try to go around and power this thing up in the area. Oh, I gotta find other ones. Cool.
Desperate time.
It worked, but the gate...
Yeah. We gotta find the other ones. Can I open this? Nope. That guy's still there.
Look, over there!
Down by the river.
I see it too. Let's go.
Alright, first let's fight this guy. He almost hit me.
You won't get away.
Told ya.
See ya.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh, I don't gotta do a puzzle. I wonder why I don't have to do puzzles anymore. Break and then maybe 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒 will pop.
You won't get away.
Ooh, I got a
Told ya I
damage
could
boost.
bite.
Okay, I think I'm going where the big guy was. Or is. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's a formidable
Looks good.
foe too. Yikes. Maybe not now. Let's just focus on the story. Because I want to pull. Ooh, this is a bit complicated. Where's the start? That. This is the only way? It's always just gonna be that way, right? Yeah. Is there another way I can do this? No, but that locks. Damn it. What am I doing wrong? This is fine. I think this is fine too. That. What else could it be? But it's stuck there. It's always gonna be that way. How about this? Damn it. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. I'm so fucking close. Oh, wait. Hey! Took a while. I'm smart. Wait, I can't get there. Fuck my life. Is there a thingy? I don't see one. Oh, I think right here? Yeah, but let's fight this guy.
Fighting is meaningless.
You won't get away.
Noise.
Are those monsters guarding the energy hub?
It seems like it. Huh. Strange.
Alright, halfway there.
Quantum monsters would usually destroy men.
Did you hear that? Come on, let's find the next.
Where is... I've never seen such a desolate place. At least in Rivet Town, you could tell that people used to live there.
Let's see. That way. Counter? That'll block me though. Oh wait, no, that doesn't block me. I could go there. I do want to go that way, so I'm gonna have to move it again. What the hell is this thing? Is this a fragmentum phenomenon I haven't seen before? Not wise to get close, I better check with Mr. Yang. The heck is this? The Cavern of Corrosion. No one knows for sure what kind of space the caverns are connected to. However, research indicates that valuable reality data is often scattered within these caverns. As with the 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒, the derivatives of the fragmentum always carry an identified risk. Please exercise extra caution if you wish to explore further. Cavern. Defeat. Oh, this is the fucking thing for Genshin, huh? Yep. Yeah, where you're gonna have to spend your time farming, hoping you get the right stat. Okay. That's what that is. Ooh. I know for Genshin, you needed to do that if you want to, like, beat the place that has, like, where you could get the stars or whatever. The 3 stars.
You won't get away.
Story-wise, they didn't need to really do that in Genshin.
Let's go.
Like, I never really cared about the relics. I wonder if this one, the relics matter more. Like, you would actually have to do it. What jade? What kind of bullshit? Oh no, that was from the tutorial.
Success!
I want to ask
Alright,
you,
one more. What, me? Sure.
do you still remember those dreams you mentioned to us? I know you're wide awake right now, but I need you to try. See if you can recall the voice you heard.
Alright. You try to recall the dreams. As your train of thought deepens, the voice comes to you.
Well?
Try to repeat the whispers you heard.
This is merely speculation, but perhaps the voice you heard is the Stellaron somehow conveying information to 𝐏𝐋𝐋𝐒, and the one in your body is resonating with the Stellaron on this world.
Huh? You mean that Stellarons can communicate? I've never heard that before.
Well, there's never been a human that could accommodate a Stellaron in their body.
The Stellaron knows we're here.
Then, aren't we walking straight into a trap?
Yeah, but who cares?
Yes. And Bronya may well be the bait.
We could take it.
Dan Heng's speculations are usually right on the money. But even if we've guessed right, we can't go home now.
There's no way back anyway. At least 𝐏𝐶𝐋𝐿eA won't catch us off guard now. So what if it's an ambush? We're not about to lose now. I have to save Bronya, beat 𝐏𝐿eA, and crush this Stellaron thing to dust.
Open. Oh no, that's the one I activated. Let's see. That thing blocks, doesn't it? Oh, I get it. Wait, I actually had it. Fuck. Clockwise. We gotta go backwards. That's it. Last one.
Told you I could bite.
You won't get away.
Yay, we can finally progress.
Done. It took some effort, but we finally cracked these mechanisms.
We're one step.
That thing just popped out of nowhere.
Are these echo?
Yes. The fragmentum here seems to have made a special connection with 𝐏𝐿eA. It's repeatedly generating forms in her image.
Oh, I guess she interact.
I don't understand. Even if the truth is as you say, every generation of Guardian has resisted the call of the Stellaron. And all of them have been wrong, Mother.
Do you still not see, Bronya? There is no right or wrong here. Some of them acted out of human pride, others out of human short-sightedness. Our ancestors, including Elisa Rand, spent their whole lives trying to prolong this civilization. Then, after all fell still, their memories were scattered by the blizzard. They spent lifetimes writing songs of praise that lauded the bravery of humanity, but couldn't spare the time to gaze up into the stars. To those entities of greater magnificence in the heavens above, 1,000 years is but a passing moment. The attainments of insignificant beings, nothing more than a footnote. I shall not follow the Guardian's misguided steps down that blind alley of narcissism. If persistence is futile, then one must choose a new beginning.
But Qlipoth, the Preservation.
Qlipoth.
Are they not one of the magnificent entities you speak of? Is it not their strength that has sheltered Belobog this entire time?
The Preservation. Has the Preservation ever looked humanity in the eye? Nothing more than an arrogant delusion of the architects. Oh, you will hear the real voice of magnificence, Bronya. Then you will understand my choice.
Boss fight?
You still haven't told me what this place is, Mother.
700 years ago, this was Belobog's northern border, and the site of an ancient battle. Here is where Elisa Rand led the first Silvermane Guards in resistance against the Legion. Now, it is nothing more than an abandoned corridor, filled with the sounds of old-world echoes. Don't let its fragmented appearance fool you, Bronya. On the day the promise is fulfilled, these ruins will become the breeding ground of a new world.
Mother, do you truly believe the Stellaron's promise? It summoned the blizzard beyond our walls and opened the door of the Fragmentum. It destroyed our civilization.
And yet, the crime of our ancestors was their inability to embrace that destruction sooner.
What?
From the moment those intruders descended from beyond the sky, this world was handed a death sentence. But the Stellaron has reserved for us a thread of hope. There is a price to pay for new life, wiping away every decaying vestige of the old world, renouncing the meaningless and lingering struggle. This is the price the Stellaron demands. When the promise is fulfilled, Bronya, no longer will we have to squander our lives guarding this wasteland. You and I will witness the new world rise from the ruins.
No.
Whoa, check this place out. Tables and sentry posts? There must have been
Oh, oops.
Looks like another completely new monster.
I fought her before.
Considering where
she was
we
in
are,
the Fight Club.
It would be surprising if we didn't run into strange enemies.
I don't care how strange it is.
Let's fight it. Come on. Enough talk.
Move carefully.
I guess the ads. Look at that. We all have our own.
Truth of life and death.
Kill this one? Maybe we can kill it? Super close. Oh, but this will definitely.
Try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Rules are made to be broken.
Noise.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Skills are silenced. Does that include the ult? But luckily I used it then. I can't use the skill.
Never forget.
Wait, isn't our skill? Oh no, it reversed. Okay. Give it to Dan. Noise.
You won't get away.
I have something for you.
I think we can use basic now. Yeah, since she's broken.
Hold your breath.
Basic, okay.
You can't run.
Give it to Himiko.
Here. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
If she's frozen, do we lose that punishment then? Well, she didn't freeze, so. She's almost dead.
Fighting is meaningless.
He has to use the basic.
Try that again.
That wasn't too bad, but I guess because I had the shield.
This enemy is completely different. If I didn't know it was a product of the Fragmentum, I'd think we were fighting a human.
Unlike those random low-level Fragmentum creations, this one seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to be able to use complex tactics.
Look, Bronya and 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒's echoes. They must have come through here.
The voices are getting clearer.
That means we must be really close, right?
I sense that we're very near to the northern snow plains.
This is where the first Guardian led the Silvermane Guards into battle. She made huge sacrifices for the sake of temporary respite. But the otherworldly Legion did not tire. She soon realized that flesh and blood could not contend with so ruthless an enemy. When all was nearly lost, she chose to set her sights on the Stellaron and made the first wish. As for what came later, you know as well as I.
Stellaron are genies?
The eternal freeze was a disaster brought about by a human wish?
Ironic, no? All the Stellaron did was answer humanity's call. And yet we kept its existence a closely guarded secret for centuries, even going so far as to attempt to use it to control the Stellaron. Woeful. Laughable.
It?
Oh, something created using otherworldly technology. An inhibitor that a corporation from the old world and the architects attempted to use to house the Stellaron. Oh, I know you have many questions, my daughter. Be patient. Soon you will have all the answers.
I missed. Damn, we're still not done. Okay, it's gotta be that. Maybe that. That was way easier than that other one. There are enemies though.
I've no interest in conflict.
Told you I could fight.
None are weak to ice.
Let's make it quick.
You won't get away.
Fighting is meaningless. Rules are made to be broken.
Told you I could fight.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Alright, boy. Come on, move. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's probably a formidable foe, isn't it? Yeah. God damn it. Stop blocking the path. I just want the jade.
I have no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
Oh, damn, it's early in the morning and there's already a lot of noise outside. That's great.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Come on. Move, little guy, move. I would hate to work, oh shit. Oh, that's a formidable foe. Well, this is gonna be interesting. As I was saying, I would hate to work night shift around where I am, because there's always fucking noise early in the morning. Fuck, only Himiko is the only one who could do break.
Gotta try hard. Watch
This isn't gonna do anything, I think.
Try that again.
I have something for you.
Oh, come on, don't hit the guy who could actually attack you guys. Alright. I think March is just gonna be defensing everyone.
Try that again.
Huge attack boost.
You can't run.
Fuck. Someone's gonna die, I think.
Time for
The
an
truth
overhaul.
of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Perhaps you humanity.
Don't attack
has its
Himiko.
desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Alright, that's okay. He's got a shield. Holy shit, he's almost dead. But yeah. Oh, I have no fucking... That's bullshit. Well, I got the ult, I guess.
Rules are made to be broken.
You won't get away.
Alright, he can't devour anything.
Just a scratch.
Try that again.
Defense reduction.
Sometime. Watch this also.
Oh, if there's no one, he loses defense? He's almost broken. Oh wait, I forgot I was supposed to defense. Oops.
Let's make it quick.
Himiko.
I have something for you.
Nice break.
Too late to repent.
Oh, and they're almost dead. Just target him. Ooh, the burn, nice. Yeah.
Fighting is meaningless.
Give it to me.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
As much damage as I can. Himiko almost has her ult. Ooh, Don's about to die. Oh, I have no fucking mana.
Perhaps
Please kill.
humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Nice.
Let's go.
Rules are made to be broken.
I am fine with that.
Try that again.
Defense reduction. We can kill him. Nice. Cowboy hat. Dirty Jade, yay! I picked up the treasure the little robot gave, right? I can't remember. Also, I probably should have healed and picked that technique thing up.
You won't get away.
The truth of life
Can kill that one, and then maybe Hime goes up to kill the other one.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Nope.
You can't run!
Elf.
It's that shadow of hers again.
It feels like this echo is different from the others before.
Because it's real.
Intruders. Did she just speak?
You cannot approach.
Not good. March, out the way!
The Stellaron.
Alright, who we fighting? Oh, it's really her.
Oh, you go no further.
No weakness. I guess boss fights they always turn off the fast forward.
They look like her, but the fragmentum can only create fortune. Bring her down.
Fucking ow.
My turn.
Give it to Himiko, because you're weak to fire. Yeah.
Time for an overhaul.
I probably should have saved that fire ult. Now wasted it on that enemy. The hell is this? They're also weak to fire. Give it to maybe yourself. I can't use it or else Himiko won't be able to use her skill.
Fighting is meaningless.
Damage, I guess? Because they probably can't freeze. Ooh, nice, it went away.
A world devoured by ice.
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision.
Witness the avalanche.
The fuck? She's just frozen?
Rules are made to be broken.
I have something for
69.
Perhaps humanity never
How much will this do?
desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
No interesting.
Like half of the break gauge, I think. Of like what she had. Regular, I guess. Still frozen.
Judgment of eternal winter.
Oh.
My turn.
Ooh, shit, Don's almost dead. Yeah, give it to him.
Try that again.
Yay!
Get away.
Told you I could fight.
Fighting is
Gotta
meaningless.
try hard. Watch this awesome move.
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision.
Let's make it quick.
Oh, so close. But she's gonna recover now.
Tremble before my power.
And this thing's back. Alright, let's give it to Himiko just in case. And then Don just does regular. Oh, she almost has her ult. Come on.
Freeze to death.
Oh, I have mine, but I'm fucking frozen. Great. I probably could have killed her because she has 5%.
Perhaps humanity never
Oh, Don's dead.
desire
I
to
just saw
control
that.
the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Oh, well.
She disappeared.
Those stairs. It's the only way forward.
Wherever they lead, it must be the end of the journey.
I don't want to get to the end so soon. I want my journey to go on forever.
I kind of want it to end.
This means that Bronya is up ahead. And so is the fate of the overworld and the underworld. It's all in our hands. Strange. I thought I'd feel nervous or afraid, but I don't. The only feeling I have is that none of this seems real.
That's how trailblazing expeditions usually come to an end? Or is this how?
Not always. Sometimes it's a happier conclusion.
The Express has traveled world after world. We are merely passing travelers. Witnesses to part of a grander story. We invariably avoid getting drawn into turbulence that can decide the fate of a world. But there are always times when we have no choice but to act.
Or to put it another way, this is one heck of a first trailblazing expedition. You hit the jackpot.
Yeah? I don't know if I put it that way.
I was about to bore you all with my gloomy reflections, but on second thought, not today. Adventuring with you guys by my side has made me feel like no obstacle is too big.
Right on. But you can say whatever you like. A good adventure shouldn't be full of rules and regulations. Helping those in need, befriending those worth counting on, and saving the world a few times along the way.
Spirit of trailblazing. Okay, I want to pull. I'm gonna do another temple. I mean, just to see, right? Let's see. Did I get it? I can't tell. Nope. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I got Natasha though. That's cool. I got her Eidolon or whatever. I actually did want to use her. Damn, like a bunch of that. Oh, I got Asta too. God damn. Asta probably has the most Eidolons, I think, for me. Or Eidolon. I'm gonna do it again. Please, baby. Damn it! Son of a bitch! What did I even get? Oh, I didn't even get anyone. I got a light cone. What is that one? Destruction. Ooh, I could use that. Increases the wearer's attack by 16%. When the wearer defeats an enemy, the crit rate goes up for 12% for 3 turns. That sounds good. I'll do it again. Please! Please! Give it to me, please! I want him! I just want the boy! Yes! Woo! Oh god, but what if it's a 5-star Lycone? Don't give me a Lycone! Yeah! Yay! I got him! Yes! Yay! I got the dragon boy! I got him! Oh my god! I want to use up right now. Oh, I got her. I think I have 2 Eidolons. Wow, this was a good pull. I got 2 4-stars and the 5-star. Yes. 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 I'd always win. Yes. Oh, he's destruction? He's the same as the main character? I'm so happy, man. I wanted him. I wanted him. Nah, but I actually did want him because I like his design a lot. He looks really cool to me personally. I don't know if that's the consensus. Like, my friend doesn't like him, but I do. Damn it, nice to have all these gems, and I have 40. Holy shit! Well, let's do it. Since I'm doing all the pulling now. What can I even get? Maybe I could get another Himiko? So I would have another Eidolon or Eidolon. Can you get Natasha here? Because then maybe I could get another one. Ooh. I might have got a Lycone. Luca. I don't know who Luca is. But that looks like the Fight Club. Hook. Holy shit, did I get 3 4-stars? Wow, what the hell? Isn't it only 1 guaranteed? Increases the wearer's energy regeneration rate by 8% and increases outgoing healing when using their ult by 12. Can Natasha use this? Oh, let me check that right now. It's the boy. It's the boy. You are Abundance. Oh shit, I think I legit got her light cone. Cool. Hell yeah. I might actually use Natasha then. Wait, I should do the Eidolon. After being attacked, if the current HP percentage is 30% or lower, heal self for 1 time to restore HP by an amount equal to 15%, 1 time per battle. So if she's attacked when she's low health, she would heal herself automatically. That's pretty neato. Alright. Keep doing the warp. I got 30 left. Jesus. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Maybe Lycone so I can use with my characters? There's no way I could get a Lycone for the other guy because his is an actual banner. Like the guy I want to pull. Oh shit, I got regular Don. Dance. Revolution. Wait, I got lucky again. Isn't that 2 4-stars? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, every 10 guarantees a 4. It's only 1. Damn. And I got in 5? That's pretty good. Oh, cool. I have that on March. So I can upgrade it more now. Damn, I keep getting that meditation one. I think that's all I got. Yeah, this is the first one. The first time I only got 1 4-star. My luck has run out, which I am okay with because I got the boy. Oh, another Luca. He might be my only 4-star. Ooh, I got March! Yay! Another Eidolon. Nice. And I've gotten some Eidolons for her because I pulled this banner. And she would be the 4-star. Okay, who do I can actually switch up my team now. What is it? Every time... Oh no, that's 1. The talent counter effect can be triggered 1 more time each turn. The damage dealt by counter. It buffs the counter. Okay. How am I gonna do this team setup? Let's do team 2. Let's put main. Alright, so I wanna add... I want Emiko. I want to use the boy. I want to keep March. And I think I might want to add Natasha. Where is she? Poor Clara. I didn't use her because she's the same element as the main character. So I don't know if I should use her or not. Alright, let's upgrade them. Level up. Then ascend. The trial gives you ascended material, which is cool. I don't know if I could ascend again. Nah. And I'm assuming that material is wherever this guy's from. Can I do this? I can. It's right there. Oh, how many did I need? I needed 10? Yeah, I needed 10. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I have all the starlight. Why not? 3. Oh wait, no, it gives you 3. Oops. Well, I have a lot more now. I could get the free ticket. And I can't ascend because, yep, equilibrium. Light cone, which one can you use? Oh, this is the one I had. Increases the wearer's attack by 10% and increases their damage to enemies inflicted with burn or bleed by 16. The second one doesn't seem good because you well, I do have Himiko for burn, but what is this one? 16%. And when they defeat an enemy, the crit rate increases by 12. This seems better. Alright, and then enhance it. Do I even have material? I have a lot of character material, but I don't think light cone. Oh, I might. I can't ascend. I need oh, damn it, it's this material every time. Let's see, can I get more? I can. I need... How many do I need? 4 maybe? There we go. I want to upgrade this guy's kit to the max. And that's it, yeah, equilibrium level 2. Okay, and then 40, 40 is traces. Oh my god, he needs that material. Damn it. 2, 6, 6. Oh my god, am I gonna use all the starlight on this guy? What is that? 6, 6, 12, 12, 14, 17, 20. Fuck my life. Okay, okay. I might as well just buy the whole fucking thing. Maybe... How much is it, the whole thing? Maybe 15? What would 15 give me? Like 45? That should be enough. Can't put 15, this thing's bugged. Alright, 14. Is it over? It's over. Okay, god, I wasted every material on this guy. Relic. Ah, damn it. Oh, let me unequip, Actually, can you just unequip? Oh, yeah. Are they the only ones with relic? Yeah, they are. Alright, relic. Recommended. And then Eidolon, I definitely do not have. March is good. Oh, I could upgrade this because I have a copy. How do I remove the lock on this? Do I just enhance? Do I have to go to the actual inventory? That's the one she has. Where's the... Oh, it's over here. How do I unlock this? Oh, there we go. Alright, now I could upgrade it. What's the difference? 18? Okay. Superimpose. Yes. It's already max. She's max. Alright, and then Natasha. Oh, I'm gonna have to actually level her up. Alright. Ascend. That material's not that bad. I actually have her materials. It's just the new guy, I guess, is from a different environment, not in this planet. Which is why I don't have much of it. So I have to use the shop. Recommended. Damn, I have like 200. Look at that. Oh, I can't upgrade that. Or that one. Heals all allies for 10.8. Oh no, that's the... When healing allies with HP percentage at 30 or lower, increases the outgoing. Deals physical damage equal to Natasha's attack. What's the next one? 60. 1, 2. I might as well buy that in the shop. Or maybe just do the 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒. Yeah. I could try this guy too. Let's just do all 6. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's start playing with this guy. None of them are weak to him. He has the yellow. What's the single one like?
Tough luck running into me.
Oh, I didn't even heal either from the fucking boss fight.
Sometimes.
Well.
Watch this awesome move.
Oh, but she can heal. Heal. She has the shield. Heal Himiko.
Much obliged. I have something for you. You won't get away.
The times are changed.
Crit rate boost.
Strength.
None of them are weak either. I want to try this because I did the character trial. And the cool thing about this guy, I also like the dragons show up. Like you could stack the mana thing on him. Oh, there's no dragon there. But here there is. And it hits 3. Let's do these. I think that did a lot. Oh. Heal March.
That's better. Thanks a lot.
Oh, I didn't upgrade her light cone. I just realized. Alright, I gotta remember.
You won't get away.
Oh wow, her follow-up counts for the next wave. That's cool. Yeah, but the thing is, since I boosted his skill, I have no mana now. That's gonna be interesting. I guess for him, you would want a team that doesn't use a lot of the mana, so that way he can just use it himself.
And I'm no exception.
Which I think that's pretty bad on me, because all these people I like using their triangle.
My turn.
Oh, I have his ult.
Scales.
I actually want to see this.
Delve hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
That looks cool. I like that.
Watch this. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this.
I'm a sucker for dragons, man. They look cool. So this heals everyone, right?
Much obliged.
Nice.
Heaven Search.
That does a lot. Well, I think it does.
You won't get away.
Heaven Search. Rise.
March barely does any attack, but I guess because her thing is... Wow, I got my ult again!
World cleansing
This is overkill. I like him. He's cool. I really like him a lot. Let's see. Let's upgrade... Oh, right, the Trace and the Lycone. And then this, which I don't have another copy. Ooh, shit, I might not have enough material, honestly. Oh, I needed that green thing for this too. Oh yeah, I ran out of material. Now it's using other light cones. Only one level? Wow. Am I gonna have enough? I have a lot of those blue light cones. And I assume you usually don't want to use the blue ones. 3 more levels. Oh. There we go. Alright, so everyone's fully kitted up now, right? 40. 40. 40. Lycone's 40. 40. Yep. The only thing is maybe traces I need. No, traces I'm good. Okay, I think I'm done. Actually, what is his triangle? Hold up. Does he have an emoji? I don't think he does. Or does regular Dan? Right. What's his thingy? Is it talent? Wait, what button is it? No, it's enhance. This one? After using his technique, Dan enters the Leaping Dragon state for 20 seconds. While in the Leaping Dragon state, using his attack enables him to move forward rapidly for a set distance, attacking all enemies he touches and blocking all incoming attacks. After entering combat via attacking enemies in Leaping Dragon state, he deals imaginary damage equal to 120% of his attack to all enemies. Okay, so they start out damaged. Alright, let's go back to the story. I'm so happy! I'm so happy! And how many days are left on the banner? About a week. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the jade that I get now. I guess maybe extra? Like save it for another banner later on? Yeah. Ooh, shit, hold up. I forgot. Does Natasha have relics? I don't remember if I put it on her. Oh, I did. Okay. I just didn't level them up. Oh, it has to include the Trailblazer? No! I don't want to use him. Damn it. Okay. Let's make another team because the game wants us to use this guy. I got cooler people now. Who should I? Maybe everyone but March? Healing might be good. Oh, but they have the same element though. I have to use them. I guess March. We gotta heal because this guy's almost dead. Oh, I took off his relic. Alright, just put whatever. Yeah. I'll probably stop when we're done with the planet.
Blizzard's so fierce. All the power from the
Which should be soon. I feel like this is the end and then we're literally done with the planet and we'll be on the next one.
Did the architects build this?
Very different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
If 𝐏𝐿𝐴 threatens us by taking Bronya hostage,
we have to save her. The underworld, no, the entire planet relies.
Oh, hey, you guys are just here?
No.
Do not resist, Bronya. Accept the common will.
No! I don't want this.
Look upon their promised future, Bronya. A world without poverty, without cold, without suffering. A world where people no longer have to pray like prisoners for survival. A world that we can guard for all eternity. 700 years ago, we tried and fought unceasingly, believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards rejuvenation. And to what end? A crushing defeat. Why, when faced with irrefutable strength, is our first thought always to resist? To cover our ears instead of hearing the call?
Because we aren't sheep.
Conceit and cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature. So difficult to efface. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains that bind you. The Stellaron will lead humanity to evolve, and they will.
Your brainwashing ends here, you witch!
Whoa, she's still her mom, bro.
Zila?
You came. I thought the Blizzards had entombed you.
You wish. We're not going down before you do. Bronya! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are two things I do know. One, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing. And two, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you. Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself.
Bellabog needs you, Bronya.
Zila. All of you.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell. It's time I told you my other reason for bringing you here, Brown.
Is she gonna be like a sacrifice?
I want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between us.
That's the Stellaron? what's inside that thing, right?
Many years
'Cause
ago,
ours
the
was
voice of the
just like a
Stellaron
ball of
sounded
energy.
in my ears for the first time. I was no different from the previous generations of Guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the Architect's so-called preservation. My conviction was once steadfast, unparalleled. Until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. And compared to the illusory, ever more distant preservation, this was so tangible. I have agonized, long agonized over how to convey all this to you. Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, then I would descend into torment. Bronya. Enduring torment. Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Bronya, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You have always, will always have a choice. As then, so now, choose, my daughter.
Madam 𝐏𝐿𝐼, I am grateful to you for raising
I mean,
me and for allowing
she
me the
does seem
privilege
like she
of
cares
choice.
about her a lot.
But I am sorry, Mother. On this, our final occasion, I cannot stand with you. You say that conceit and cowardice lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds a light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply struggling for survival, fighting for something better? I've witnessed their light on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization. Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome, not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin. We are Guardians, Mother, chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter and a god. I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice. I understand, Bronya. Pity. Such a pity that you will never see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
Whoa.
The ground! It's shaking! What's happening?
That sign!
The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will become the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the new.
Ooh, we got
The Supreme
cutscenes.
Guardian commands you. Rise, engine of creation!
It's one of the Architect's ancient machines! Watch out, all of you!
It's a mecha. One of three.
Lots 1,000 times bigger than Svarog.
Oh hell yeah, he's bigger. Fire, huh? Too basic.
into me.
No ice. Maybe. Oh wait, she has her ult.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Super dead. Alright, who's the other people? Oh, you get to go first? Oh.
I wish not to use this strength.
Now let's do this.
Search.
Level 3!
Cloudberry Dragon. Rise.
Damn, no weakness, but he almost killed the middle one.
Let's make it quick.
Blast maybe? Or actually ult. Ult might kill him.
Rules are made to be broken.
Since I have the new dragon guy, I gotta think about like when I should use my skills. Wow, they look at their health! Because I don't want to use the skills all willy-nilly since I want to save it for him.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out
None of them are
this
weak to
awesome
ice.
move.
Maybe I could get a freeze? Ooh, double!
I sense a storm.
I don't have much. They're weak to fire and him. Or the main guy, I mean, like Mimi. Stardust. This is regular attack. Ah, he almost has his ult. And then maybe her? I think she's the most frail.
Will I give you a present?
I have 3. Okay, I have enough.
Engine, break them!
Oh, what is this gonna do? I got my ult though.
We have to stop it!
Weaken human scales.
What's it called? Can I actually see that? Like what his ult is called? Right there. Azur's Aqua Absolute All. Uses a 3-hit attack and deals imaginary damage equal to 204% of his attack to a single target, and then the ads get 95. Then obtain 2 Squama Sacrato. It's possible to hold up to 3. What is that? I haven't even seen that. Oh well, I'll see it later.
Delve Hidden Moon. World Cleansing Dragon.
That's so cool.
Time for a detailed overhaul. Come on. Perhaps you still don't
Alright, is this the magician?
Never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And
The witch.
I'm no exception.
The wizard. Wizard. What is that?
You can't.
Well, you gave me a sack boost. Thanks for that.
Rules are made to be broken.
Oh, so close. 9 stacks of whatever the hell that is.
Let's go.
Oh, we are so dead. How the hell did he get hit?
Himeko! It's Himeko!
Hello? Can you see? Because the signal's terrible.
She actually did use her laser. I'm assuming that hit her.
Himeko! You finally spared a thought for us.
What are you talking about? Weldon, I've been up on the street you the time. You've got quite the trailblazing edition on your hands.
Wow, the connection is bad.
So, how does that guy work? Or, importantly, how do you stop him from working? Over to you guys, I guess.
Parkour! Mirror's Edge! You know what? I actually don't know what 𝐏𝐚𝐡 does. Like, we haven't seen her in action. Oh no! What's up, lady?
Behold, the power granted by them!
Ooh, you look cool.
Listen to the power surge! Sing! The Stellaron's promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the Antimatter Legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world!
Oh wow, it's literally just me, huh? I don't have her weakness. How's this gonna work?
Let's make it quick. Batter up!
Rules are made to be broken!
The Stellaron changes everything!
Oh no! I'm locked on, but I got nothing to defend.
What about this?
Humanity, so weak and foolish, always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you despair!
Danganronpa. My bat! No, someone pick up my bat!
Is this the universe?
Oh my god, I'm talking.
But I was fighting 𝐏𝐋𝐿. Why am I here? The last time I came here, I drew Nanook's gaze. Could it be?
Find a way to escape this strange space and return to reality.
The commercial district has fallen. We've transferred the residents to the outer municipal district for the time being. The garrison lost 26 fighters. But
Go on, Gepard.
I'm not sure that they're dead. I saw their broken figures lingering in the fragmentum. What happened back there defied all reason. It was madness. Madam Guardian, if this continues...
I know well the consequences, Gepard. You may leave.
Why do you hesitate, 𝐏𝐿𝐴? Isn't this what you've always been hoping for? Get out of this cage and take a look at the
Objection.
city. What is there to lose? The efforts of our predecessors, their unfinished research. We can finally see them come to fruition. Give me some soldiers and I'll locate the Stellaron and find out how to save our world.
You need to come to your senses, Serval.
Come to my senses? What are you...
Guards! Miss Serval is tired. Take her to rest. Sequester her lab and detain the researchers. Their work is illegal.
Why, 𝐏𝐿𝐴? Why have you grown so cold?
Serval Landau. You were my most cherished friend.
There is no place nor place for this new world.
monsters are surging this way. It's too dangerous here.
Foolish. Weak.
What? Madam, what are you saying?
Only I can understand. They have eyes that do not see, ears that do not hear.
Feast on their willful ignorance. Absolve them of their stupidity and fear.
Hey man, we're not that stupid.
Mother, I still don't understand. The fragmentum corrosion has already spread to the underworld. How will those below ground fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard?
The automatons will ensure their safety. The most important defensive position is here on the surface. If our lines crumble, the underground will vanish in an instant. Our defenses here must be maintained at all costs. These are the choices we make, Bronya. As a leader, you must harbor the courage and foresight to choose. You, me, and every Silver Main Guard in the city, all of us must carry out a higher mission. There will come a day when you must make your own choice. Do you understand?
A higher mission?
It is too early, Bronya. Still too early. You will understand when the time is right.
Who that? Is that the kid from Mass Effect 3? That people hate?
The city is drowned.
Oh my god, is it really?
The power of the preservation is fading.
The sword!
We could not defy the will of the Stellaron after all.
𝐏𝐿𝐴 abandoned preservation?
Yes. But we have no right to judge. The fragmentum had been expanding for the past 700 years. There is no faith nor wealth left for our successors. Only despair to see the home we vowed to preserve wither away. That in itself is torture. Not to mention the haunting whisper of temptation. The day will come when even the strongest of wills cannot help but give in to such influence. It is only a matter of time before the Amber Lord forsakes us.
Let others carry on the will?
You are but a stranger to us. And yet, you seek to bond your destiny to ours. So be it. What is there to lose when so much has already been lost? Touch the light of the Amber, Trailblazer. See if your will can attract their gaze.
It's like a sword spear. It's Clive. Oh, back to reality. I have a new weapon then? I don't have a bat? I like the bat. Holy shit, this is so loud.
Preservation has made its choice.
I can't even hear her. Thank God there's subtitles.
Even if we are doomed to destruction, we will go bravely, walking hand in hand into the darkness. No, that end won't come to pass while we're around.
Anime as fuck. Ouch. Oh, I have people now. Okay. I do have new stuff. An ally is currently being locked on. Use the skill. The new skill can taunt enemies and draw attacks from Colia.
Defend the weak.
Yo, attack me. Then I could probably use March to buff his defense too.
Stay right there while I give you
To have a shield.
Combat is a series of precise machinations.
Colia, mother of deception.
You can't run.
This won't do much, but Cookie.
Check out this awesome move.
Lance at the ready.
Magma's will is accumulated when StardustSynchron is attacked. Consume 4 stacks of Magma will to enhance the basic attack. Oh hey!
I wish not to use the strength.
I have a new weapon.
My turn.
And I have Dragon Boy. Who is she? He didn't taunt, right? I guess normal.
Time for a detailed overhaul.
Time for the old world to collapse.
Oh.
Try that again.
The hell is this? Oh, I control the fucking robot? The engine of creation is activated. Use it to destroy Lance of Eternal Freeze. God damn. Punch the shit out of her. Oh. An ally's target action can charge the engine of creation to unleash Preservation's Creation's Wrath.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
So close. Yeah. How much damage does it do? She's at 68.
Very dragon.
8%? Okay, that's not that bad. What's my ult?
Lance ablaze.
War Flaming Lance.
Flaming lance. Forward.
You won't get away.
That's cool.
I have something for you.
Someone, come on.
He's the most broken.
I wish not to use the strength.
I pulled him, yeah. I'll probably put up a video on YouTube. I'll definitely put the full one, but I think I'll make a short of like when I pulled him. I guess Blast, because I'm full. We'll have 4. Probably should have saved this for the ice stuff, but that's good damage. No one needs a shield, really.
Try that again. You can't run.
Can you hear me now?
Precise machinations.
Fuck. I forgot to unmute it when I went to the bathroom. Oh, that's so stupid. But yeah, I was gonna say I did pull him, and I said I was gonna put a video of it on YouTube probably. Yeah. I guess basic.
I'm on guard.
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Half max, but no one needs a shield.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
They had a whole like cutscene for the main character having a new element.
For a detailed overhaul.
That was pretty cool.
Come one, come all.
She is almost dead.
I wish not to use the strength.
This will probably kill.
Surge.
The level 3.
Celestial dragon.
Nice. Okay, you have your health back. That's cool. Ow.
Try that again.
The only redemption.
My turn.
Whoa. Giant robot. He's the only one who has no shield.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
Maybe I should taunt?
Indestructible.
Sense a storm.
The power of the Stellaron is with me. You are but cinders of the old world.
Oh shit, vocals.
Soon to become ashes of a new world.
That fucking meteor. Ouch.
You can't run.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Yes. Everyone has a shield.
Try that again.
This thing again. Basic.
Combat is a series of precise machinations.
Maybe this'll break it? It did. Nice.
You won't get away.
I told ya I could fight. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Lance at the ready.
Alright, I have 4, so square would be strong. I could use all 3. I have my ult. Will the ult kill? She's at 9. Oh, cool. That's sick. Fucking dragon kill. That's awesome.
This Stellaron promised us the future. It will include everything.
She about to blow up. Damn. Ow.
It's over.
Fucking mic fell off.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream?
Wow. That was a tough trailblazing expedition.
It probably sounded like I fell, but now the mic fell.
But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿 and Mr. Yang already. They'll steal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over,
We
right?
saved the day. No one's died.
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Jarilo-VI has a chance to return to life, but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you.
Can't think of anything funny to say. Then don't.
Start thinking. We're going to need all the humor we can get. At least the biggest hurdle is behind us. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this.
Tell everyone the truth.
Can I really do that? Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
No. No. No way.
Seele.
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't trust the Guardians, who or what can we trust?
Are we really not gonna tell anyone?
Mother died to preserve Belobog.
What?
The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power. A power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿 sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
Include some cool stuff.
Sorry. I'll be sure to make it up to you. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that burden. Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Seele. Please, protect this secret with me till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Zila, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon be over, and they will breathe freely again soon.
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabard and Serve.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Bronya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
We could pass the message.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave Nat to you. Remember to keep the secret. For Brun... No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story.
I saw Clifoth.
You drew the Amber Lord's gaze? Right at that moment? That's too much of a coincidence.
He probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha.
Winter's leaving. Tread on a brand new path, preservation. It's got everyone from this planet. Trials of Equilibrium Part 2. The music. Open shortcut. Character. Me. Square. Paths unlocked by me are here.
Nice.
You can switch between unlocked paths freely. Reservation. But didn't I lose my bat?
Look, there's a big crowd around the clinic. Natasha, Oleg, hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength, and then...
We have to lie.
Maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
You do it.
The Supreme Guardian sacrificed herself to seal the Stellaron. We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
𝐏𝐋𝐋𝐒. In order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
We literally saved your world.
Through patting yourself on the back?
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Bronya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that 𝐏𝐶𝐋𝐿ea's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian?
Looks like it.
She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Oh, we brought you a message from Bronya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Dan Heng, and you. Can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope.
Sure.
Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
How about the little kid?
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's final mission. Those kids better not have taken advantage of the chaos to go on an expedition.
Oh, they're at the orphanage?
48, 49. Found you! You ran all the way out here just to play hide and seek? It's too dangerous.
Miss March, didn't you go back to the surface?
Since when did I become Miss March? And where's Hook and the others? Come on, call them over.
We just started playing. Can't we finish this round first?
Alright, I guess we gotta find them.
Seasoned pros, I see.
Hey, it wasn't like I wanted to play. The kids forced us to.
Actually, I sort of want to go play on the swings for a while. I'll leave the seeking to you guys.
Are they gonna be here or in the map? Are you in the box? They have to be that way. Oh, the fuck? How'd you get in there?
Gotcha. Huh?
Grown-ups? Where's Julian? So he is a scaredy cat. I knew he'd get someone else to talk to me.
It's not safe here.
You should be happy it's us and not Natasha. If she had found you, you'd be in big trouble already.
I guess so. Anyway, I'm gonna go find Julian.
Can you guys be down here? Can he be here? Maybe not. I still have, I think, one more pull. Yeah, I do. Oh, I also pulled on this one with all the tickets I had. What the fuck is this kid? Oh, there you are. Damn, you're all the way here.
Got you again.
Huh? What the heck are you guys doing here? Oh, wait till I get my hands on Julian, that traitor. Where's his integrity?
What about your integrity, huh? You brought the other kids out here to Rivet Town, didn't you?
I did not! The Moles hold a vote on all our expedition destinations.
I think it was 3? Because one of them I got Natasha.
Fine, I will.
Which surprised me because she's not in the banner.
Exciting.
Another one I got March. And then I got him.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go and find Julian. Hide and seek update. Astral Express Crew 2, the Mole 0.
Celebrate while you can. Hide and seek is best at 5, you know. Anyway, enough.
What,
You You came all this way to tell
What
me
number is it
something,
again to
so
get the
spit it
guaranteed?
out.
Like the pity 5-star?
Do you want to do the honors?
Telling the bulls about the victory.
Aw.
Uh-huh. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything?
Look, Julian.
Is our scory? Our story scary.
Wow. Hey! Wipe your tears, Julian. You're second in command. No crying in front of grown-ups.
Don't be a pussy bitch, Julian.
You three, listen up. Starting from today, you are the mole's #1 rivals.
Oh fuck, I did get them early then. Awesome.
Why the heck are we rivals now? What
Yeah,
are you
bye.
talking about?
Hook and Julian always wanted to defeat
I still
the
can't
villains
tell
on
when
the
it's the
surface
5-star.
back
Like when I was
home.
pulling, I was trying to see, and I can't tell.
But it sounds like
Like Genshin,
the
it
grown-ups just
was more
stole
obvious
their
to me because it's
thunder,
like that
so-
meteor is orange.
You think we're gonna accept defeat just like that? One day, the moles will be the heroes of the underworld and the overworld. Then everyone will sit and
Oh, I wish this was shut up and send that out.
Sit up and take notice, right?
yeah, sit up and take notice. I would have figured it out myself.
So that's why you were so silent. If you want to be as awesome as us, you better start training every day.
And start listening to Natasha.
Training every day? Listening to the old witch? Will that really make us as awesome as you guys?
Is she a witch? What?
In that case,
She's not that old.
Julie and Alina, let's run back to the town. Training starts today.
Alina, I can give you a piggyback if you can't make.
What the fuck? Stardust, March, Dan. Or Dawn. The sealing of the Stellaron is complete and the spatial distortion is dissipating. Good work. Okay. Don't rush. Go on your own pace. The express will be here before you're ready to leave. Great! I'm craving some juice. Pom Pom still owes me a glass. How's Jarilo? Not great. Even though the influence of the Stellaron has basically subsided, the existing fragmentum is too deeply rooted. The internal freeze has lasted a very long time, though to severely impact the ecology of the planet. In short, the planet probably won't regain the vitality that it once had 1,000 years ago in such a short time. Oh, how could this be? Is there anything we could do? As Trailblazers, our mission has already concluded successfully. The fate of this world should be handed back to its inhabitants. Humankind has always struggled against austere conditions and had managed to thrive in spite of it. Now the internal freeze is blah 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 in its momentum to expand. Jarilo will be revived. Alright, fuck me then. Inside the Echo, our perceptions of space and time that we are used to will become radically altered to the point where it might even reconstruct certain scenes from our own past experiences. If you're in the mood and wish to relive those memorable adventures, you can try your luck at places where echoes can be found. Does that mean we could redo that boss fight?
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet.
Anytime soon.
Here I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
Does this count as false advertising?
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Bronya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Echo of War. Review past memories of battling formidable foes and obtain trace materials and rare light cones. Return to Natasha.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness.
Of course, even if you get injured by accident, no need to panic. Just leave it to the doctor. We're back.
Oh, is everyone all right? Thanks for your help.
For you, anything.
I'm flattered.
Why the fuck
Now
am
we
I
just
flirting?
have to wait for the official news. I hope Bronya doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
Probably.
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Outsiders. For friends of Clara.
Hello.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
Oh, I see him. Also, there's people here now.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables.
We got names, man. Nice haircut.
Are you trying to start another fight?
XP!
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability.
Oh, the giant robot. Do you know him?
The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Seriously? I mean, it did pretty great at fighting.
Whatever, we won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Bronya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
You're free!
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but...
Wow, thanks.
But now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
You will.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
Hooray! March and Dan and me. Are you seeing this? This android can actually send messages. Isn't that the dude who had a crush? How do you feel? Thanks to Zio, I'm fine now. Thank goodness I've already given orders to the Silvermane guards to immediately lift the blockade between the overworld and the underworld. Some people in the underworld should already receive the notice. After closing for more than a decade, the cable car station should finally be reopening soon. If you don't mind, I would like you to come to the overworld for my succession ceremony. Woohoo! Wouldn't miss it for the universe. I'm not busy, that's so fucked up. See you there, hehe. See you there then. Rose.
That's our Bronya! Quick as a flash!
More music.
It's getting late. Where to now?
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
I'll sit at the children's table.
I don't know how much of a celebration we'll be having. But I know Hook and Clara will be pleased to sit with you. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether.
It's pretty great for them.
Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. Then when you're ready, let's go home.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you, the liberators of the underworld. You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece.
You still got a license?
Oh, I'm afraid you might have to make an exception, mister. My license has
Mister, that's a weird way to just to put it like
I
that.
haven't had the chance to go up and renew it for 10 years now. So, ready to climb aboard?
Yeah, I trust you.
Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa!
Oh, picture.
Big blue ceiling.
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
More pure.
Less rust and 𝐏𝐚𝐴 particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
Hey, man.
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
Is that true?
The architects think it's only right that we
Oh, yeah, it
should
is true.
address you properly. Outsiders is
Everyone has just
hardly
been calling
fitting.
us outsiders.
Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment.
Didn't expect to get wrecked, huh?
You are excellent fighters. I'd love to have you provide training for the guards, but I know you have places to be. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Huh? That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
Oh, that goes back. That was a chest. More jade. Is it gonna be here?
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there. Is the address starting soon?
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though. Let's find somewhere to wait.
We can't wait by the fountain. Right next to this person? There's so many empty benches. Oh wow, we kicked them out. We're fucking dicks.
Whoa, this must be it.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me.
More pictures.
Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of 𝐏𝐋𝐋𝐒 Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret, the order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together.
Unity.
People of the underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness.
That's a crazy straw.
But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world...
Oh, there's Zio.
The world the Trailblazers call Jarilo-VI will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Bronya, we're back!
March, Dan Heng, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother... she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March.
Oh, damn. It's what you do as a leader that matters.
I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Dan Heng, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Telling Bronya about Welt's observations.
Which means the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately.
We lied.
No need for apologies. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people.
The Astro Express will do everything within our power to help.
In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Jarilo-VI will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate this journey?
2.5.
Okay.
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share?
I want to sleep.
Wait, what? No way. We're about to leave and I've hardly got any decent photos.
Did you even take a picture of the Stellaron?
Come on. Let's go back to the administrative district and hang out for a bit longer.
Characters Planar Ornaments. Provides the wearer with various special stats. Gain bonus buffs if the wearer has a complete set. With shortcut. Character. Oh. Enter the Planar Ornament equipping menu. Can offer multiple special stats. Wind boost. Equip. Challenge the simulated universe to obtain planar ornaments. Thick. Attack. 2-piece. Increases the wearer's attack by 12%. When the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher, the wearer's attack increases by another 12%. So is that also... the stats are random? Go take a picture of the monument.
Bronya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Here we are! Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Payla and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background.
Let's show them the photos once we're done. Does this count?
Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Do you want to see the Stellaron?
Who's there?
Oh, Clara.
Didn't your parents tell you to knock before? It's you three. Come on in. I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's
What?
workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval?
When the hell did that happen?
Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old.
Let's take a photo.
Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses?
I guess that. Here you go.
Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
You're tiny, dude.
Don't worry. If you eat like Dan Heng, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Wow, you heard him.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Mr. Vol. Big Brother, March, Dan Heng. Thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
Where is he?
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
Maybe we won't get attacked this time.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast. Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on. 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿 and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
Return to the hotel and rest, with no surprises this time.
Come around and have a look.
Oh, I don't even gotta talk to the receptionist, huh? Just barge in and take one of your rooms. It's been a long day. You're overwhelmed by a sea of weariness. Go to bed. The engine of creation, 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿, and an ethereal outer space. The gaze of preservation. Your fragmented memory of the battle forms a blurry and surreal montage. In the midst of this frantic tapestry of events, you see the moment 𝐏𝐿 perished with the Stellaron. A strange voice speaks to you in a hushed tone. But the voice passes rapidly. You try to recall what you saw in those fleeting moments, but find no trace. All of a sudden, you hear it again, a female voice in your ear.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
It's Kafka.
Oh,
Sampo.
It was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, huh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kusky will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express.
He knows he's in a game.
Time to find March and Dan Heng.
Morning. How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself.
I am very confused. I dreamed about Sampo.
You poor thing. I'll go check the lunar count calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Bid farewell to Bullabog.
Come around and have a look.
Yeah, people from the underground are here now. This way?
Here we are at last. It's sad to say goodbye.
We finally finished the planet.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know.
Leave Jarilo-VI and return to the express.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seele. I won't leave you to—
Look, Bronya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Welcome home, you three.
It's been a while.
Himiko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Fucking won.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you.
How would you rate my performance?
I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Out of 5?
Get some rest on the express. Jarilo-VI
10.
was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himiko and I agree.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is, soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the Nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
The fuck your coffee.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open up.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions, I suppose.
Yeah, I got a new weapon.
While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himiko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here.
Oh.
Where's our next stop?
Talk to Pom-Pom, since I leveled up.
Checking star rail stability. Pom-Pom needs to focus.
How's my level? 1 pace.
The Express crew tread upon the trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have.
The battle.
Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help.
The Path of Preservation.
𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐻 the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Aeon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒, abandoned the Path of Preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, 𝐏𝐿A𝐻 responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus.
Thank you for that giant laser.
Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Jarilo-VI. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you.
The source of 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐻's power
Is a Stellaron. There's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐻 too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in? Sure, ask away. We've got plenty of time.
Can the planet go back to what it was like before the Stellaron?
Welt may be better equipped to answer that. But if you want my 2 cents, I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible, but it would take a long time. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people after the journey with you. The firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their lifetime they manage to make Jarilo-VI prosper again to a certain degree, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. We can only give them our best wishes from afar.
What happened to the Stellaron?
It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herta, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing. When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Welt and I to contain its power. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but it's only a matter of time before it regains power.
Just put it in me.
But this brief window should
Maybe I could
allow
carry
people
2.
on this planet to heal and rebuild.
Thanks for your patience.
You're most welcome. Have some rest. You've earned it.
I just slept in a hotel.
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel? Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿 is, we've pretty much run out of topics.
Will the internal freeze or fragmentum ever disappear?
I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Jarilo-VI is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lingering effects of the Stellaron will end anytime soon. But the balance of power is tilting ever so slightly towards humanity, the crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron.
I relayed your views of the Stellaron to Bronya.
Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom and courage. This goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make. I hope Jarilo-VI sees that too.
This mission would have been easier if you were there.
I too wish to go with you, but 𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐿 insisted on letting you and your friends rest.
But you gotta pay $100 to pull me.
What's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. 𝐏𝐏𝐿 was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right. I really need to stop worrying so much.
It's been nice chatting.
Likewise. Get some sleep. We'll be heading off again soon.
Hey, Pom-Pom.
Pom-Pom, we're back!
Shh! Checking star rail stability! Pom-Pom needs to focus!
Good to see you too.
Spatial readout. Back to the normal bracket. Star rail stability keeps rising. 56%, 57%. The numbers have stabilized. Dispatch the Express. Oh, welcome back to the Express. You've accomplished your Trailblaze mission. The Express appreciates your help.
How's the Express doing?
Thanks to you, the Space Fisher is healing up, and the Star Rail has become stable enough for us to dispatch the Express. As for the coaches, Pom-Pom's checked every nook and cranny and made sure everything's in good order.
I forgot to bring you souvenirs.
Don't worry about it. Jarilo-VI probably doesn't have anything worth buying anyway. Plus, it's your first time on a Trailblaze mission, so Pom-Pom will let it slide this time. But don't forget, next time.
Where are we going next?
The destination will be announced at the navigation meeting. For now, get some rest and stay tuned.
Need to get some juice for March?
Oh, Pom-Pom almost forgot. There you go. Careful not to spill it.
Thank you, conductor.
When are we leaving?
Right away. To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the Express will dispatch shortly and head to a more stable area. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the Express has reached cruising speed.
Silent Galaxy complete. Whatever that item is. Oh, it's music. It's just not there.
Hello? Hello?
I'm just gonna sleep on the couch.
It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the 3 Trailblazers, the activity of the Fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the Star Rail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the Express shortly, and we'll be leaving Jarilo-VI. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
Does you have
Yanqing,
Yes, General.
watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We trailblazers can go days without sleep, but when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor.
I guess we didn't hear it.
The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently. And we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
We all gotta pull our weight. Nobody answers. Hello.
Morning. You're very punctual.
I'm reporting for Dawn.
No need to worry. Dan Heng's rarely late. I'm sure he must have a good reason. Dan Heng's situation is special. We hope to protect him to the best of our ability. The trailblazing of Jarilo-VI is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet.
What's the next planet like?
Not telling yet. We'll make an official announcement in the meeting, but I'm keeping you in suspense for now. The meeting will start soon.
Participate in the meeting.
Passengers, the warp navigation meeting has officially begun. Firstly, Pom-Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the Star Rail.
The 3 of us actually pulled it off, huh?
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew.
Oh shit, it's Kafka.
It's Kafka. I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No
Don't I
need
know
for the
her?
mysterious introduction.
Or shouldn't I remember?
Stellar Hunter.
𝐏𝐔𝐋𝐋𝐒, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellar Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult, don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you Astral Expressers and I are cut from the same cloth.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellar Hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Law-Fu?
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
Xianzhou?
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, A Stellaron burst occurred on the Luofu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The 𝐵𝐚𝐿 Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the 𝐵𝐚𝐿 is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent,
I have no dialogue saying that I know her. We should seal the Stellaron and help Jianzhu?
No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron stealing super specialists.
Isn't that what you guys do? That's what I thought you did.
Could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the star rail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Luofu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he perished too, right?
No comment.
Then that's yes.
Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
March, get Dan Heng.
Whoa, what are you doing here?
Himiko told me to come here.
I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman.
Seems like the longer I spend in my room, the stranger things are when I emerge.
We might be going to the Luofu.
March told me. If it were one of the other ships, it might have been okay. But I can't go to the Luofu.
You have a history?
I'm forbidden from setting foot on that ship. Total interception of any attempt to enter the Dominion is how they chose to put it. So if you're planning on going, I can't go with you. I remember the 𝐵𝐚𝐿 was a sight to behold. Good luck.
It's way too much of a coincidence. A Stellaron hunter shows up at the site of a Stellaron burst that just happens to be occurring nearby? Does anyone really believe that? Oh, I'm so mad. She just hijacks our communications and then hangs up? So rude. You used to know her, right? Was she always like this?
She was nice?
Oh, yeah? Huh. Maybe she really liked you. Oh, yeah. I just spoke to Dan Heng. Here's the deal. We've all got to vote against.
I don't wanna. Yeah, I want to vote in favor.
I should have known you'd listen to that Stellaron hunter.
The hell does that mean?
Whatever. But you should think before you do that.
You don't tell me what to do.
Are Are you okay, Dan Heng? March brought you up to speed, I assume?
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the 𝐿Afu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us.
I just assume it's both.
So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1.
I want to go in. March? Didn't March say she didn't wanna?
Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴.
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
You're so... I don't know what that word means. Capricious? Capricious?
All right, all right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Dan Heng, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the two of them.
Don't worry.
Destination 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴, here we come!
𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴. 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴.
Train is about to make the jump. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Whoa! So that's a 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴 ship? It looks even bigger than Jarilo-VI!
It's not even a planet?
For the 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴 Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴 territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to 𝐿Afu Skyport, StardustSynchron. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
Is it stuck?
Now you know how I feel when you copy me.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
I was a bit delayed there.
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the 𝐆𝐚𝐿𝐴, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Dan Heng here with me.
Assemble!
Make sure you're properly prepared before you set off.
Let's go.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition is...
eating.
Always thinking with your stomach. What about all the scenic photo opportunities?
The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the 𝐏𝐚𝐽 is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the 𝐏𝐏𝐽 and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind. And don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, even the loading screen's different. It's green instead of purple.
Oh, look.
This is not what I expected.
It's just containers as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, it's so bland.
This area isn't for receiving guests. It's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps.
Nope. Well, I don't know what I picked.
Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
What if they're not friendly? And we're too weak?
Are you forgetting we've got Mr. Yang with us? Oh, right. You haven't seen what he can do yet.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen is him hitting my chest.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Alright, new planet! Amidst the Mara struck. I am gonna end it here. Since this is a new planet, so this would be a good way to start the next stream. I think I'm gonna off screen do like the side quest I have left on Jarilo and all that, because I saw there was some when I was running around. But yeah, that's it. We did a lot. We beat the first planet and we got the boy. We got the dragon boy. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Bye bye.